10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
The sophisticated, smooth operator, unless you forget your manners. Podcaster extraordinaire, we are the Grizzly. We don't play games, we don't sugarcoat. If you can't take it, you shouldn't have never walked through the door. Grizzly maulings take place weekly, and as long as you keep it sophisticated, you won't be the next victim.
What's going on, everybody, and welcome back to the Sophisticated Grizzly. I'm humble host, Mr. Dearest Teddy, and you see the fellas up on the screen. We got the grown man Click Master Creator, Mr. JB.
What's
we
up,
have
everybody?
Mr. Van Gogh, and we got my man Bass Ghost, who is actually has disappeared. Y'all see how that works? Call him Bass Ghost, he disappeared. So, and there he is.
You know he making his cocktail.
You already know, JB, get out of my kitchen.
Put 2 cubes ice in there.
Yeah.
I'm gonna call white people.
All right, so everybody, what's up, bro?
Call ICE.
I ain't illegal. What they gonna do?
No, but that drink he having probably is.
Get out of my kitchen.
So, ladies and gentlemen, tonight we are talking about positive vibes. We are trying to bring some positivity into everybody's life because we've been going through it as a folk in this damn country, and the only thing we've had to do was learn how to line dance and shit, and flicking fans all over the goddamn place. And so, you won't catch me with one goddamn fan unless that shit is automated with a button on it. That's it. But you won't be catching me flicking and all that shit. But you know what? To each their own. If they want to do it, you know what I mean. But tonight, the things that you won't hear are things like this.
This bitch, this.
No.
You won't hear that. You won't hear this.
Stop the cap.
You won't hear that. You won't hear this.
I'm here to tell you right now, we don't care.
And even though I know it is a favorite over here on the Grizzly, we can't play this.
Shut the fuck up.
We just can't do it, everybody. Tonight we're talking about positive vibes. We're talking about all of the beautiful things that as men, a lot of times as men, and hopefully at some point, you know, Miss J may pop in, and hopefully if she can't pop in, she might be listening. Sometimes we have a tendency to hold things to ourselves when we're going through stuff, when we're dealing with stuff. We have select few people that we talk to, like I'll talk to JB, Bass. Me and Van talk, you know what I mean? Like I'll talk to Vicissitude, but we have a collective that we talk to. I talk to Red Lipstick Vibes, so that's another person that I talk to. You already know I talk to Miss Grizz. I think she probably want me to shut up at some point because I keep blabbing to her. But sometimes we just have to understand that we do have a circle of people that we can go to, that we can lean on. We can have these kinds of conversations with, because like I said, as men, we go through it, and most of the times people have no idea what we are dealing with. And I think that, one thing that we have to do as men and women is when we go through something, where we've done something, we feel like something has been done, we concentrate on what the other person did and this, that, and the third. How often have you told yourself for what you did, what you went through. I'm sorry. How many times have you apologized to yourself? Let me play this video so it explain a little bit better.
The hardest thing I've ever done was look in the mirror and tell myself I was sorry. I was sorry for what I got myself into, the choices that I made. That dude is the dude that looked himself in the mirror and was like, yo, you owe yourself an apology. And not only that, you owe yourself correction. You owe yourself change.
Wow.
That was one of the most difficult days of my life, was looking at myself, correcting myself, telling myself I was sorry, and then moving forward saying, now what are we going to do from this point?
True.
Yep.
I mean, telling yourself you're sorry is so important because the person we can concentrate on how bad other people have treated us, and that is it's a reality. It's a real thing. People treat each other bad sometimes, but sometimes the worst thing that has ever happened to you is you, because of what you allowed to happen and how long you allowed it to affect you, and not ever taking a moment to say it's okay, man. You know, I've been through it, but I'm still here. You know, still walking, I'm still breathing, I'm still moving. I might be heartbroken. I might be felt like I'm been dragged through the mud. I might have, you know, a moment where, you know, I just don't want to be talked to, don't want to be bothered, don't want to be around nobody. Those are the moments where you take your time to reflect and say, hey, you know what? Yeah, it happened. And I'm going to apologize to myself so I won't keep holding on to this. How have you ever had those moments, JB?
Yeah, of course. I mean, like trying to be the perfect husband, trying to be the perfect dad, trying to be the perfect co-worker or, you know, worker, and trying to be the perfect boss, you know, and then coming to the realization you'll never be perfect. Stop pushing for something that's unobtainable. Perfection is on the level in which you feel like you have a grasp of what you're doing, not what other people ideas are of your of perfection.
Right.
You perfected being yourself. You're doing the best to be the best Grizz, be the best Jerry, be the best Van, be the best bass. You can't be the best version of Jerry if you're Grizz. You can't be the best version of bass if you're Van. Because that old adage, you've never walked in those shoes. You've never seen those trials and tribulations that an upper man walks through. And also, as a man, seeing success in others can sometimes hinder your success because you're not looking at what you can achieve. You're looking at what somebody else achieved, and you're stifling yourself because the focus should be about your next steps, not how they made theirs.
Exactly. Everybody, welcome Miss J into the podcast. What's going on,
What's
Jay?
up,
How you feeling?
What's
Hey,
up?
hey, hey.
How are you,
Making these
beautiful?
rounds. Huh?
How are you, beautiful?
I'm good. I'm good. Out here making rounds, you know, making these deliveries. Y'all better get y'all orders in. 'Cause, yeah.
Oh, Jay,
Yeah.
make sure you stay on the after show because I'm gonna do that while we right here.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, all right. So but you know what, Bass, what about yourself? What about you, brother? Have you ever had those moments where you felt like, damn it, I need to give myself an apology. I need to be a little bit easy on myself.
Yeah. You know what? My youngest daughter, she just had a birthday on May the 10th, and I divorced her mother back in 2012, and I've been blaming myself for the last, what, 10, 12 years, because my daughter won't talk to me. I've been blaming myself for the destruction of my marriage, and here recently I've been able to get in front of that mirror and apologize to myself, because I can't control everything.
No.
You know, my daughter's 32 years old. She's no longer a baby. She's always going to be my baby, but she's old enough to know what she didn't know when she was in her teens. What went on between me and her mother. I'm not blaming anybody. If I blame anybody, I blame myself, because I felt like I could have done more to fight for my marriage. And but I'm hoping that my ex-wife, I'm hoping that she found somebody and she's happy.
There you go.
But here recently, I was able to get in front of the mirror because I tell you, it was a long time. The Grizz, you know, you and I had talks.
Yeah.
I've been in a dark place for a while, and I got so many regrets in my life. But here lately, I've been able to apologize to myself and love myself a little bit more than I have been.
That's what's up, bro. That's
So I
what's
can
up.
relate. I can relate.
And Van, what about yourself, brother? Have you, for the things that you've gone through in your life, have you taken just enough time to just say, hey, you know what, bro, I'm sorry, to yourself?
Yeah, I constantly do that a lot. Even with just jobs on a daily basis. Work as an electrician and, you know, doing the things I do, I try and get those things perfect.
Right.
To me, they have to be perfect. I mean, you've got to realize that the stuff I work on, people's houses, that's the most expensive thing that they'll ever buy. And sometimes stuff doesn't work out the way I want it to work out. And sometimes they don't have certain things to fit or to work in like an older house. Like some of that stuff doesn't even exist anymore. And I beat myself up constantly over, you know what? I can't do this, but I've got to figure out a way to do it. And sometimes I have to catch myself and realize there's no way for me to do it because that stuff just isn't there anymore.
Right. Right.
Like if it's not there, like there's literally nothing I can do, even though that I'd like to consider myself one of the best that ever done it because of my reviews and things. So if I say it can't be done, you can pretty much guarantee that that's a solid thing.
Yeah. Yeah.
But, you know, for me, because I can't do it, I beat myself up over that all the time. Like, as much as I know, it's like I should be able to do this. I should be able to figure this out. I should be able to. There have been plenty of times where I've gotten home later on in the evening and been like, you know what, that person at the house is disappointed, and I'm disappointed for him because there should be something to kind of like fix that.
Right.
So it happens a lot. And if you don't apologize to yourself and understand that some things are completely out of your control, that'll weigh on you and that'll eat away at you, and that'll literally just tear you up from the inside.
Man, don't you know it? Don't you know it?
You know,
Ms. J, what about you? Go ahead, brother.
Yeah, I think that's where that saying comes from. Sometimes we're our own worst enemy.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. We're the worst critic we'll ever have in life.
Absolutely.
We are the worst critic we'll ever have in life because you're going to be with yourself 24/7, 7 days, 365. So the worst critic you'll ever see is you. You know, unless you have an angry ex-girlfriend who just sees the worst in you. But but Ms. J, what about you? Have you had some things that happened in your life, or done some things that you had to just forgive yourself for it, apologize to yourself for it?
Absolutely. I wouldn't say I had to apologize to myself, but it was more so like nobody's perfect. I get it. You want it to be a certain way, but at the end of the day, nobody's perfect. Like, it's okay. It's okay.
Right.
Like, don't stress yourself out about it. It's okay. Like when I first started my business and things, sorry, I'm picking up packages.
Right.
When I first got started my business, I was so bent on everything being perfect. And my friend was just like, don't worry about it being perfect. Just get it out there. You can always tweak stuff later. And I'm like, no, like I want it to be the exact way. And then if I can't get it, I'll definitely get into my head. Definitely get it. If anybody else knows, Jerry, of all people, knows, even at photo shoots, if something does not come out right the way I want it, I will trash a whole session, delete everything,
But
do it over. Huh?
but I don't ever do it. You know
No,
why?
you don't.
Because what you see in yourself, other people don't see. There, and I say it like this. That's not what I'm saying. There are physical scars that only you can see.
Right.
Where everybody else sees the beauty, or they see your intelligence, or they see how you are. You see you when you look in the mirror, when you look at a photograph, and you can pick out the littlest idiosyncrasy about yourself that other people won't notice.
Yep.
And that's
That
why I tell you all the time, oh, I'm gonna still use it. Oh, I don't know. I don't want you to. I'm like, it's not, it's because you see stuff that nobody else is picking up on.
Yeah.
And we do it to ourselves. I mean, like, you know, when we're getting dressed and we're going out and all, and you know, we can be over analytical of our own being. And that's one thing that I had to get out of, because you know, for a long time there had to be polo shirts, there had to be polo t-shirts, I had to have on the designer jeans. I never was a big tennis shoe person, but I always had that pair of tennis shoes, or you know, I do have a bunch of dress shoes and stuff that I keep clean and neat. Now I wear slides 90% of the time. I wear just basic t-shirts. When I get dressed up, my wife is surprised, shocked, and in awe.
he put on clothes today. Yo, look at this. Come look at this. He got on shoes.
Mhm.
Like right now. I promise you got on some jeans, a t-shirt, and them flip-flops.
Clothes.
Oh, you got on shoes? Huh?
Joggers and flip-flops.
I was close.
Plus, I'm home, so I don't even have on socks, which is something that's why I didn't show you my foot, because I never show people my foot.
Yeah.
Thank you, Jay. Hey, Jay.
Yeah.
If you don't show me yours, I damn sure ain't gonna show you mine.
Everybody keep their feet on the floor. Everybody keep their feet on the floor.
I got a 6 foot, won't quit.
I did not need to know that. But you know what?
All right.
I do also want us to get to a point to where, like what JB was saying, is perfect that you segued into the next thing I want to talk about, and that is literally fixing your mindset. So let's get on that one so we can really have a real discussion about that one.
There are two types of mindset. There is a fixed mindset and there is a growth mindset. Most people fail in that process because most people live in the fixed mindset. The fixed mindset is, this is who I am. This is what I know. This is what I'm capable of. This is what I'm good at. And this is where I'm going to stay. The growth mindset, it says, this is where I am now. This is what I'm good at now. But I recognize that if I go through a particular process, I can grow myself and become a better person. You need to learn to be uncomfortable. You need to be comfortable being uncomfortable. And you need to be in a space where you allow yourself to be challenged, but more importantly, in a space where you are willing to be uncomfortable and grow.
I like that.
Yeah.
Yes, I 100% agree with that. I used to have that fixed mindset, and it was just like, no. Because if that's the case, then you're never going to grow at anything.
Right.
You got to be more open-minded. You got to be willing to grow. You got to be, like you said, you got to be willing to be uncomfortable.
Right. Exactly. Because it's not all you can't, if you can't see yourself growing, then in all honesty, you pretty much you're on pause. You put yourself on pause, you put your life on pause, and you've allowed whatever opportunities to come to you to be put on pause, because you'll never allow yourself to get ready for what's coming. Because everything that comes to you, it don't just come. You got to be ready for it when it comes. And every time we grow and evolve, it readies us for that next level or that next step. And when you put yourself on pause, you kind of put yourself behind the 8 ball for each step that's coming. There's a timing to God to what God's plan is. And God has his own timing, and as long as you're moving in the rhythm with him, you will get each step to where it's supposed to happen. And sometimes we get in our own head and become, humans, and we just really get to a point to where if I don't do this, if I don't move, nothing can go wrong. When you don't realize by not moving, everything's going wrong.
Right.
Everything right now, because what's supposed to happen for you can't happen because you ain't moving. You're not making that chance. You're not taking the chance. You know, God, he made us to stand out, not to fit in. You know, like you were saying earlier, JB, like I couldn't play you. The best person to play me in the movie is me. I'm going to be the best actor possible to play myself because, damn it, I know my different nuances. I know my facial expressions. I know something that I'm going to say that nobody knew I would ever say. But then that's just, you know, me understanding who I am. And when you take the time to understand who you are, you know that there's so much more to you than where you are, even right now. You know what I mean? Because age doesn't mean means that you stop growing. You know what I mean? Because it don't matter how old you are. You don't stop growing until God says, come on home.
That's right. Right.
That's when your growth stops, and who knows what happens once you get up there. You know what I mean? So
or down there.
Now let's hope no one goes down there because they're damn sure ain't going then.
All I know is I'm stopping by 7-Eleven. Y'all need any ice?
Can I get a Slurpee?
I got you.
The blue one. I don't know what flavor that is, but the blue one.
Oh, you know that's blue raspberry. You know that's blue raspberry.
It don't taste like that.
You don't
so I'm
taste
just
like
keep calling it the blue one.
Yeah, it is.
Or banana and Coke mixed together.
Oh,
there you go.
That's different.
What?
Yeah, banana and Coke mixed together. Don't question my fatness. Just know that it's good.
No, that ain't fatness. That's hood shit, Jay. That's hood shit.
When you see Grizz, that's good. That's hood shit.
That's hood shit right there. That is straight up hood shit. We mix some of the weirdest shit together. Like, tell me, back in the day, what would you put together with a grape soda?
Eggs.
What?
Some beef yakami with gravy.
Yes.
JB, did you used to drink the grape soda or the orange crush?
Neither.
Don't nobody like Crush. It's got to be Welch's grape.
Oh no, it's Welch's
or
grape,
Sunkiss.
But an orange Sunkiss. Oh yeah, Sunkiss orange.
Sunkiss.
Yeah.
My compliment to my that I loved was the pineapple knee highs.
Okay.
I forgot you was fancy.
I would get my yakami and I get me a pineapple soda.
I had to have the Welch's grape, man. I needed that Welch's grape.
Something about the Welch's grape.
Throat feel itchy. I didn't like grape sodas. They made the back of my throat feel itchy.
Oh yeah.
Either yakami.
Keep drinking that shit.
You got to get the yakami with the extra ketchup, or you got to get the beef fried rice and gravy. But it got to be a grape soda with either.
See, I had to have the shrimp fried rice. If it wasn't shrimp fried rice, it wasn't right for me.
See,
Mr. Vicissitude is in the building. What's up, brother?
I'm a beef fried
rice. Hey.
That's good.
Or I
my guy.
House fried.
I like all of them.
The house
beef fried rice, shrimp fried rice, chicken fried rice. I like all fried rice.
Well, understand if I didn't honestly,
mine was the shrimp fried rice and the Jolt cola. You all remember Jolt?
Oh, I remember Jolt.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah. I remember them damn Jolts, man. That wasn't nothing but syrup and carbonation, like the most syrup you could possibly get in a soda.
Not unless you drink a clear Pepsi. I don't know what was about that thing, but that thing was super thick.
That was
cocaine.
The clear Pepsi.
Yeah. That was their first experiment with creating hand sanitizer, I believe. Because that shit was thick as hand sanitizer. It was
hit
the spot.
That was cool.
That would peel the paint off of some stuff though.
Man.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I mean honestly,
costs.
What's that? Clear Pepsi?
Yeah, I'm looking.
They tried to bring it back.
Thank God. Please don't.
Ooh.
Don't do that.
They did.
No, bring it back.
No, I tried it and it came in a little glass bottle too. I was like, "Yep, nope, never again. Not on this one. Give me the regular ones."
You sure that was in a glass bottle? Or you sure that was in a glass bottle, or was that an old ass Pepsi that they just left on the damn shelf and it went clear?
No, they came in glass bottles. They came in the short glass bottles.
Eight for $80 on eBay. About to get
See?
$80.
Don't you waste your money on that.
Right.
Listen, I wasted my money on every goddamn thing else today. Might as well that.
We about to be visiting you in the ER because it done gave you instant diabetes.
Damn.
That's fine.
Exactly.
I need something
Well,
to
you
get some
might lose
disability
both
benefits
feet.
now.
Hey, Jay,
That's
how
fine.
you say diabetes?
Diabetes.
Diabetes. No. Ashley, a base Ashley is pronounced diabetes.
Well, in the words of my mother, sugar.
The sugars.
Sugars.
You got the
You know
sugar.
what?
You got that sugar, boy.
Mm.
I'm gonna play this next video and base. I'm gonna start with you. You tell me what you think, brother.
Oh Lord.
After you hear the young brother speak. Here we go.
No one has ever seen anyone get their shit together. What happened was that person disappeared. You didn't see him or hear from him for a while, and all of a sudden they pop back up and they was looking better, feeling better, and doing better. You like, oh shit. You don't hear a tree grow. Damn. The problem is a lot of y'all want to be on the scene. You still want to be seen. You have to remove yourself from them environments. A lot of y'all be making these changes, but these little bitch ass changes. I had to stop hanging where I was hanging. I had to stop talking to who I was talking to. We know the eyes are a gateway to the soul, but the ears is the biggest gateway, because what you hear become part of your thoughts. Your thoughts become part of your mood and your physicality. Then that becomes part of your behavior, and your behavior, the result of that is the life you have now. So you got to control what you're listening to and who you listening to.
You know what?
The way that touched.
That is so true. That is so true. That is so true.
Like,
That's
the
why
thing is,
I try my best to stay away from negative people.
Yeah.
You know, because like you said, Grizzly, you said it so well. You know, we all go through so much shit in our lives, but it took me a while to realize that if I want to get some positivity back in my life, I need to get away from people that are negative. Every time I turn around, woe is me, and then I didn't realize that they were pulling me down with them. I'm like, I'm already going through my own shit, and I'm listening to you talk, and I'm thinking, it took me a while to realize that you pulled me down in your shit.
Right.
No, I'm drowning in my own shit. I don't need to drown in your shit. No,
man. Exactly. Look.
So I had to cut them off, man. I had to cut them off.
Yeah, sometimes you got to step back and really understand that, you know what, I have enough shit happening with me, you know, and the people that I'm close and connected to a little bit more connected to than this specific situation or person. And it's for me, it's a lot of times it's strangers, not people that I would consider like, you know, close friends, because I always have time for that. But if it's sometimes it'll be just people out of the blue. And you try to do what you can, but after a while you start really feeling the energy vampire vibes coming. Yeah. You're feeling it draining your soul.
My coworker.
Oh man. Look, I had a coworker that was just like that. She was just like that. I'm talking about literally a pull at your psyche. Like you started feeling like you was going crazy with them.
Yeah.
Exactly. Like when she walks in the room, it gets quiet, and everybody immediately gets irritated. Like, you gotta go. You gotta go. And we were just laughing and giggling, kiki, and you walk in, it's like,
Hey, Mr. Vicissitude, when you first decided to start, you know, getting into things like IT and fashion and, you know, different things like that, did you have to pull yourself away from people in order to really allow this to get the where you got it to now?
Yep. That's the best way to put it. Yep.
Yeah. Because if you think about it, it's going to be hard. For like when I was going through wrestling school, even though JB was one of the most positive people that I you know could be around, one of the most positive influence I could be around when I was doing that. The difference is I had to focus in on wrestling. I had to focus in on being around people that were into wrestling. JB ain't want to hear nothing about no goddamn wrestling. Not even back
we know.
then.
We know.
Even though I'm in it, JB
I don't hear this crap.
I have a dog
group.
in his
This
race,
shit.
you know, he was proud of me. Yeah, he was proud of me.
Yeah,
he was proud that I was trying to live my dream, but I wouldn't be able to tell him about rope running. You don't know what the fuck you talking about. So it's just like
immediately you said a what? A rope running?
A rope
running the ropes, yes.
Yeah, because that, believe it or not,
when you bounce off the rope.
Yes, it hurts bad. And see, you start to get a callus right up under here. So what happens is when you learn how to run the ropes, see, some people think you're just running into the ropes. If you run into the ropes, you will give yourself whiplash and probably break your neck. So what you really got to do is when you run the ropes, you lift your arm up and the rope goes under here. So and remember, that's a steel cable with either a rubber wrap or a leather wrap.
Or nylon. Leather.
Nylon wrap. So leather wrap, nylon wrap, or rubber wrap. Either one ain't supposed to be on your bare naked chest.
Yep.
And it's going to give you a burn. Yep. And after a while, after you do it a few times, you start getting the callus there. You don't even feel it no more. You know what I mean?
That's the whole point of training for wrestling school. The whole purpose is to turn yourself into a giant callus.
Disgusting.
Exactly. Everything hurt. No, you got
like the first thing you learn is running the ropes, and you learn back bumps and how to tuck your chin so you don't break your neck when you fall on plywood. Because that's plywood.
Because if you ever watch wrestlers fall, they always do this. They tuck in.
Yep.
Because if you don't tuck in, if you fall straight back, you'll hit your head and get a concussion.
No shit.
Or worse.
Because what happens is when you are learning how to fall on the mat, run the ropes, or even slam school, because slam school is a bitch.
Yep.
You have to take 100 slams before you can move to 100 slams. Yeah, you got to be able to take being slammed 100 times before you can move to the next level. And believe it or not, after the 5th slam, it hurts. The first slam is shocking. The second slam is actually fun. The third slam is like, all right, we cool. By the time you get to the 5th slam, like, I don't do
this shit no more.
Because you're in a circle. You're in a circle of people. So if it's 10 people, each person is going to slam you a few times before you get to that. So you get to 100 slams. By the time you're done, that's the end of the class because you can't do no more. Okay, if you notice, when you watch wrestlers in the ring, there's a reason that they don't go past a certain amount of time. Because number one, you get gassed. Number two, the shit hurts a lot. And number three, the longer it takes, the more you're prone to any kind of injuries. You know, and see, a lot of this stuff, when I was going through all of that stuff, wasn't a whole lot of people I could talk to. So I had to tuck away and disappear to try to figure this out. You know what I mean? And, you know, now I did emerge not being able to do it because I emerged with a messed up hip because somebody slammed my ass wrong. You know what I mean? Bruiser. Son of a bitch. Anyway, let's move on.
I smell a match coming. One last match.
Not this guy. Unless I'm striking it.
That's fine.
Only match you will see is me striking a match. That's about it. I'll be damned. Ain't nobody slamming me no day. If you slam me now, it's a real fight.
Damn.
That's a real fight. That ain't.
It's a shoot, brother.
Shooting, yeah, it's gonna be a shoot. It's called 9mm.
Oh goodness!
But you know what? Honestly,
positive vibes.
There it is, right? That's see,
very positive.
It's always that damn John.
What? Wasn't me. I didn't do shit. What?
But you know what? Another thing that we have done.
Is pulling out the 9mm.
Yeah, I'm not gonna pull out no 9mm. Now, not unless it's $9 million. I like that. Now that's positive vibes.
Could have dropped them on his head. That'd have been easier, you know.
Who?
But go ahead. Whoever you need to drop on his head for doing what he did.
Bruiser. No, not man. Bruiser's probably like in his he's probably. I think Bruiser might be Base's age now. Oh. He might still be wrestling, so I'm not sure.
Yeah. Usually, when you get in it, you don't stop.
Yeah, he may still. I would hope he wasn't because he had a lot of injuries back then.
And
but let's take this.
You got it in circuit. That's how
right.
you gonna make money.
He's always been on the indies. I've never seen him in any kind of except for Ring of Honor. He was in Ring of Honor at one point, but other than that, I've never seen him on anything but the indies. Like, but let me see. So many of us in our lifetime, and this is probably going to touch a lot of people's soul up here. We have chosen the wrong person. Why did we choose the wrong person?
Lord.
So this old soul right here is going maybe drop a little something into your soul on why we made these choices. Here we go.
Sometimes we choose less than ideal companions because to us that beats the alternative of not having any companion. We cannot face the concept of not having any companion is because we're not comfortable with ourselves as a companion. We don't want to be left alone by ourselves with ourselves. So we come in and we sit down and we get on our phone, or we turn on the TV, or we go wherever, we do whatever, because we don't want to face the reality of being by ourselves with ourselves.
That's why I won't date ugly chicks.
What?
Man, that's your boy. But you know what? If he ain't speak some truth on that one, boy.
I know I did. Thanks.
Yeah, he spoke some truth on that one, because sometimes the thought of being by yourself can be crippling. You know?
It can. Yeah.
Miss Shauna, welcome to the Grizzly. How you doing?
Hey, Shauna.
Yep.
Hey, Shauna. Hey, what's good?
But
What's crack-a-lacking?
Jesus. But I think, in all honesty, like when we, because we've all had those moments. Because I mean, none of us are with the first person we've ever been with in life. So we've all made bad choices. There have been times we've probably been the bad choice. And so when you think about, you know, that time when you made that bad choice, have you ever considered maybe it was you weren't used to just spending time with yourself to understand you? Because sometimes silence is the loudest thing you can hear. Brother Van with the green screen.
Yes.
What about you, my man? Have you ever felt that way? Like, you know, sometimes you brought the wrong people in your life because you just didn't know how to just be on your own.
Yeah, absolutely. I'd be almost, I can honestly say that I did that twice. Once when I was in college, and following a trend. I just wanted to have a girlfriend. Didn't matter, you know, and me and her weren't compatible at all. Luckily for the both of us, we were kind of mature about the whole thing, and I knew what she was looking for. So I helped her actually find the guy that she eventually wound up marrying, and me and her kind of just stayed friends after that. He never knew that me and her dated. He never knew that me and her dated, but you know, we wound up staying friends. The second time was right after I got out of the military, and I married that crazy ass ex-wife of mine. I should have just waited. Like that was, you know, I'm deployed 18 months in the desert, coming back as dry as that damn desert too. And here she comes up in my face talking about, hey, this and that and the other, showing a little bit of leg. I'm not going to lie. I fell for the bullshit, but that's exactly what it was. She was presenting a bunch of bullshit. I should have just waited it out, you know.
And how many of us have that story? I know I do. I know the last, you know, there's a couple of people that I can put up on the board. I got a couple of them I can put up on the altar to be like, what the hell was I thinking about? What the fuck's wrong with me? Like and you ever had that? You ever dated somebody that was so bad for you that you looked at yourself in the mirror like, are you okay?
Sure did.
It's never got to that point.
That was my ex. Like I think I mentioned it on here before. My ex-wife was so bad. She came up on my PTSD screening.
Damn.
She was worse than the armed conflict on paper.
Yo, how the hell you so bad that you worse than the M16? I don't understand. How are you worse than a howitzer missile? How are you worse than what a SIG? How are you worse than these things?
I deployed 3 times overseas to 3 different areas and came back, and she's the only thing that showed up on my PTSD screening.
Made me drop my potato.
Was it hot?
No,
Oh shit.
I was peeling it.
I'm sad.
But yeah,
Shit, I still got
Brother
that
B.
letter too. Not that I'm proud of it, but I got a piece of paper that says, "Look, it wasn't me."
So you wait a minute, hold on. Do you literally have a piece of paper that turns you into Shaggy?
Yeah.
Brother
So
B,
she
what
put
about
me on the
yourself, brother?
counter. It wasn't me.
Do you have any of those ones that if you step back and looked at yourself in the mirror, you just got to ask yourself, are you okay?
That would have been my my ex fiance, the one that she was my childhood sweetheart. It sounded like some shit out of a Lifetime movie, but we dated 40 years ago, and she was the sweetest woman in the world. But we broke up 40 years later. You know how you ever been in a relationship and you haven't closed the door?
Yeah.
You don't have closure. Well, I sacrificed a 20-year marriage to try to reclaim something I thought I lost. And I got over there, I thought the grass was greener. I got over there, all I saw was weeds and a fucking trash can.
Wow.
And I said to myself, JB, what the fuck were you thinking about? You know what it was like, Grizz?
What's up, brother?
She was like a live action Annabelle.
Damn. Bro, hold up, man.
Ain't that a horror movie?
That is a horror movie.
And JB, she was horrible. And I looked in the mirror, I said, you know what? You deserve better than this. I was settling and I didn't even know it.
Right.
And then when I told her that it wasn't gonna work, she said, you might as well stay with me because ain't nobody else gonna want you.
Bitch.
And that told me I
said that shit on mute, bitch.
I said I wasn't going to do it.
That's okay. I'm doing it.
I said I wasn't going to, but I got to do it for that one.
This bitch, this bitch, this bitch.
Yep.
Hey, Chris, yep. It is what it is.
Fuck that. Like, ain't nobody else gonna want
you. I look at that girl, man. I'm like, I'm a lot of things, but I'm not desperate.
Right.
I'm not desperate.
Right. Because believe it or not, well, you know what? I want to go to my brother or sister too. Have you ever been down that road, brother, where you not about the looks of the female or anything, more so just about the temperament, the attitude, the whatever she was bringing to the. Do you ever looked at yourself in the mirror from the shit that you dealt with? Be like, nigga, you okay? You ain't got to deal with this shit.
No.
You never had that?
No, I never looked at that. I just knew that they were inferior.
I love you, bro. I love you, man.
My man
I legit like they couldn't hack it
from the future.
Dude, I you know, like I said, when you got a therapist that literally told you you're not the problem, and here's your money back, that just verified everything.
Yeah,
that's all. I mean,
it's like the movie.
They're scared of.
Yeah,
they're scared of success and they're scared of greatness, and that's what it is. And it's probably the cockiest thing you'll hear all night, but that's the facts. That's it. Appreciate you, girl. Yeah. So that's it. That's just what it is. I mean, they all had the tools to be Mrs. Vicissitude. They just decided they rather have trauma in their lives. They rather deal with what they had in the past. They're not used to being bored and not having anything to argue about. They're not used to great sex. They're not used to different positions. They're not used to doing different things. They're not used to a man that dresses up in red bottoms every damn day. They just don't know what to do with that. I don't know why I'm the freaking golden goose in this bitch, but you want my babies and you want me to take care of your three-legged dog.
You gonna leave this goddamn dog alone?
I ain't leaving that bitch alone.
That dog be catching fades, man.
Yeah, because that dog was catching shits in my damn kitchen. Fuck bitch. Untrained hoe. How you untrained more than the woman itself? The fuck?
Well, he probably
that ain't a reflect.
Hey, John, you ever think that he missing that fourth fucking leg?
She didn't always have the. Yeah, she never she had her legs at that point, but maybe not now. You know.
So you got
Listen, you know, you can find. Hey, it's facts.
So what was her nickname? Triplets?
I don't know what it was because that happened after I kicked her ass out the house. The dog.
Tripod.
Yeah, maybe.
Did you say tripod?
Tripod. She reminds me of when I saw her in the body cast, it reminded me of me, myself, and Irene. And I just wanted to throw that bitch outside the window somehow when I was at the apartment sometimes.
That dog's name was 3 times dope. That's the dog's name.
No, that wasn't me, myself, and Irene. That was something about Mary.
Oh, there you go. Sorry. You would know.
There it is.
My guy backing me up there. Appreciate it.
John, when I go past 7-Eleven, I'm gonna pick you a couple bags of ice.
You pluck.
It's gonna be hot where you going.
We'd have talked about a couple of us
Listen.
gonna be slipping on a banana peel.
Ain't nobody gonna want me in either place. We already discussed that. My ass gonna be stuck in purgatory. Ain't nobody gonna want me.
Now the
That's
devil,
okay.
the devil gonna be looking at you. You kicked out a 3-legged dog. The devil looking at you, bro.
I didn't hit the 3-legged dog. I didn't make the dog 3-legged. Okay.
Yeah,
the dog got hit by a car after.
After you kicked him out. Oh yeah, you're going to hell, bro.
No, I didn't kick no. That was on her fault. She's going to hell.
Do not pass go.
You know, they won't be that. That's the least of my worries.
Ms. J, what about yourself? Have you ever dated somebody and just kind of looked at yourself in the mirror like, are you okay? Like, what the fuck?
Yes.
What's wrong with you?
Yes. Yes.
And-
Like
how did you
I was upset with myself. Like, you know what? Bitch, you didn't lost your fucking mind. You need to go. I just had to just straight up talk to myself like that. Like, get your shit. This is not. Get it. Just leave. Leave right now. Leave. Don't question it. Ain't no debates. No ifs, ands, or buts. No shoulda, coulda, was that. Leave. I said what I said.
Like that.
Yeah, I said what I said.
Look, man. But you know what? One of the things that I will say is the one thing you should never do, regardless of anything that's happening in your life. As a matter of fact, I'm not going to say it. I'm going to let this brother say it right here.
The biggest mistake a person can do right now, no matter in which situation you are, is to give up. You might not reach the best version of yourself in this lifetime, but a better one than you are right now. The main point is to find something that you are not standing still where you are right now.
I like that.
Yeah.
All right, Chinese John Cena.
You know the bullshit. But you know, but what he said was like on point. Like you can't expect other people to believe in you if you want to give up on yourself. I've given up on myself a few times, but then I had the nerve to get mad at other people who didn't want to support me. You know, so and I had to really think about it. Like if I'm not putting my best foot forward, I'm not putting in the kind of effort that makes them want to believe in how I'm moving. You know what I mean? Because if all you're doing is selling wolf tickets and talking about shit, but not actually putting shit in place to get shit done, then why should anybody listen to you? All you're doing is talking.
True.
You're just running your goddamn mouth as usual when somebody talks to you or somebody sees you. Like if all I ever talked about is y'all, one day I'm gonna start this podcast and that thing gonna be this, that, but you ain't never seen me work a camera. You ain't never seen me buy a computer. The closest thing I came to a computer was a goddamn smartphone. You ain't never seen me try to put up any kind of videos. You ain't never seen me do a short on YouTube, but I'm keep talking about I want to do this podcast. After a while, y'all gonna get tired of listening to that shit. It's like you ain't never gonna do this shit. You bullshitting, you know? And so I look at it like I could have given up a long time ago. I could have said, you know, because there's one point, and I'll share this with y'all and anybody that's listening. If it was not for Miss Grizz, the Sophisticated Grizzly would have been a wrap sometime last year because things weren't going the way that I wanted them to go. It was constantly like fighting and fighting and fighting for views and looks and clicks and likes and all this other shit. And after a while, I said, man, fuck this. Ain't nobody showing up. You know, like, and I'm not gonna keep getting up here every week talking to my goddamn self. You know what I mean? But then I had to step back for a second and not just think about me. I've had to think about the people that actually do listen and the folk that come up here every week to support me. And that's when I realized this ain't about me. This ain't about me. This is about the service that I provide. And whether it's 4 people listening or 40 people listening, I'm still providing that same service that I was called to do. So I had to stop worrying about what I was trying to get to and continue to live and deliver the message. You know what I mean? Like today's message may not be the most popular. I might not get a lot of views on this one because it's about positive vibes. People do not want to hear about positivity. For a lot of people, that shit is kryptonite and it makes them feel bad. I don't understand how positive shit make you feel bad, but okay. But because my thing about it is we feel enough bullshit throughout the day. We deal with enough dumb shit, bullshit throughout the day. At some point, can we bring something positive into our lives to say, hey,
Lord, yes. Lord, yes.
I'm gonna be all right.
Pornhub.
You know what I mean? Because most of us, you know. Oh, she said thank you, Miss Grizz, because I was about to shut it down, man. I was on my way. And it was like I was only going to concentrate on my fragrance videos and concentrate on my baked goods. I was just going to do the cake and crumbs. But then, I realized that this wasn't about me. Think of if I had stopped when I said I was going to, I would have never met Vicissitude. Because I was going to stop all podcasts, mine, everybody's. I just wasn't going to do it no more. And I'd have never met John. And there's a couple of conversations that me and Bass have had based off of the podcasts that I've had. And that has helped us work through certain things and talk through certain things and deal with certain things. So I had to realize and understand and remember my success or lack thereof or whatever the hell may happen. It ain't just about me. And I had to get out of myself and get out of being that selfish thought process. Like, yeah, I'm a Capricorn. I want to be successful. Ain't no such thing as a Capricorn that don't want to be, unless somebody who shall not be named. But anyway, but most Capricorns that I know, we bought the bag and we bought our business, and we damn sure don't quit. That's just not it. It's not in our DNA. We could say it, but the shit even hurts. It's almost like having vinegar and salt in the mouth. If you even say the words quit, because it's like, no, fuck that. I can't. Yeah, I'm not going to. Even if I lose, I didn't. I learned. So I ain't got time to be, taking losses and all of that other shit. So, but Bass, have you ever gotten to that point to where you just like, I just don't want to do this no more. I'm tired of this shit. I just, and but you woke up and you realized I can't do it. I can't quit. It's not in me.
When my son was killed back in 21, here I am in, I hate to say it, pushing 70, and I'm thinking I'm never going to have another child. And I'm definitely not going to never have another boy. And I lost my only son. When my son died, part of me died with him. And, it's kind of crazy when you're dating somebody and they can't offer you that support. It's easy for a man to be there for his woman when she's going through something. But it's hard for a woman. I'm going to say some. I'm not going to say all. But it's hard for some women to be there for a man when he's going through it. I mean, I was on the phone with somebody the other day, and she was like, well, the girl you was dating, I understand you lost your son, but it wasn't her problem. It was your problem. And I'm thinking, we need to stop talking about this. Because at the end of the day, my son is gone. And like I said, when my son died, when he was killed, a part of me was killed too. And it's a work in progress. I'm still working my way through it. You know, I have
Right.
good days, I have not so good days, but the one thing I've learned is to love myself, and that's hard.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's so easy to love other people, but when it comes to loving you, for a while I didn't think I was worthy of love. I'm like, but how can I love somebody else if I don't love myself?
Yeah.
It ain't possible.
And even in the things that you don't think are lovable, even in the things that you think aren't worthy, somebody loves it. You know what I mean? Some of the things we work on things about ourselves as we try to make this journey through life. But then we also understand some things are just who we are. And if you can't love that about me, then that's probably, we shouldn't be here. This ain't what we supposed to be. Like, is it, there's certain things about me I know can be a little bit, I can be an asshole. I've been an asshole in my life, but I'm not a purposeful asshole. Most of my asshole tendencies come with a purpose, but it's one of those things. It is because, believe it or not, I'm an asshole in positivity, because my asshole tendencies smell bullshit. But then when I smell the bullshit, I'm an asshole about the way that I talk.
That part.
And there
that
it is.
part.
Asshole tendencies smell bullshit. And when I smell the bullshit, I'm an asshole by how I express it. And that's not always good because people don't always know how to take that. But don't come with the bullshit.
Don't come with it.
It's the best way I can say it. But JB, what about you, my brother? What are you as far as, have you yourself had to take that time and really just kind of, I think I just lost my place here. I'm old as hell. How old am I? How old have I gotten?
No, I mean, yeah, I've been here. I'm present. I know we're but
good. Thank God you are, because I think I glitched.
Yeah.
Go ahead, brother.
I've wanted to give up on a few things here and there, and especially after all I went through 2 years ago when I was thriving. I had the multiple level studio and everything, and then the bullshit started. And I was like, shit, he can have all this. I'll take and move this shit and put it in the storage, and I'll close this whole bitch down. I felt that. But then I'm thinking of the other 6 or 7 people that were using my studio to create their art as well. And I'm like, I don't want to stop doing this. It's just that I don't want to deal with bullshit. So I literally disappeared for a day, just 24 hours, just about. And I told Sheila I wouldn't be on the phone. I would call and check in when I needed to. And I just left and just spent the day reflecting on everything to figure out where I was going and what I wanted to do. I just needed to clear my mind. I didn't want, no cameras with me. I wasn't nothing, just me driving. And it helped because I mean, you never want to take an L, but sometimes the biggest L could end up as your biggest win, because after all of the bullshit was over and I'm back down to the 1 level studio and I've only got to concentrate on this one studio, a lot of the other burdens started leaving me, like paying rent on 3 different spaces and trying to make sure something was happening all the time to generate income, and trying to make sure that I was making everything work so that my home life and my studio life was balanced. I wouldn't be sitting right here right now if I still had all 3 of those spaces.
Right.
I would have to have something going on to make those spaces tick, so I couldn't take this time. When I walked through the door at 5 o'clock today, or before 5 o'clock, Sheila was like, "Oh no, it was just before 5 o'clock." She was like, "Oh, you are home early." I said, "Yeah, it's nothing keeping me there. Those pictures will get edited tomorrow when I go in. I got a busy day tomorrow, so I wasn't gonna just sit around and look at the walls."
I feel you.
So you can't give up on yourself.
Right.
You,
Right.
you always have to be the catalyst. And I think when people what happens when people start to give up on themselves, they are afraid of the re-education process to make it more successful.
There it is, bro.
They don't they know everything. They think that they did everything perfect, and they think that there was no mistakes made on their part. They're just gonna say, I'm scrapping it because it didn't work. Whereas if you go back and look at it, 2020 is hindsight, and you see, I should have done this, I could have done that, this would have worked better. So maybe if I streamlined it, oh my gosh, there's a new computer program that would have made this a lot easier.
And there it is. And there,
yeah, you kind of keep educating yourself and growing in whatever field you're in, because otherwise you will get stale. You will be the low man on the totem pole, and that's going to make you want to give up. Exactly. But if you keep yourself invested and invigorated, if you really think this is a passion of yours and a love of yours, you can't give up on it.
Right. Hence the reason I didn't.
Your own and do it so that you enjoy what you're doing again. You've lost the passion and the love for it, then you need to find something else to do. But if you wake up and you still think about, like for you, the podcast, or me, the studio, or for Van, his crochet work, and for John, doing his magazines and his new podcast, and for Bass, being the public servant that he does and making sure that he represents himself the way he wants to on, daily. Bass is himself. Yeah, he has re-educated himself multiple times. He had different positions and of authority in different areas. Right. And some of the things that he could do I can talk about the policeman, when he was a policeman, he probably don't even have the opportunity nor the fucks to give about doing it where he is now.
JB, you know me so well, brother.
Yeah.
I don't have many fucks left, bro.
Yeah. And of course, Ms. J, becoming one of the Maryland's top models,
Yeah. And Jay,
it's struggle life with that, because every day it's just like, I want to, I need to, I had to, I kept to, but then it's just like I see stuff and I was like, you bitches, why y'all making it so hard?
Lady Shy, you talking to me?
I had 2 new models come in the studio this week, and they were like, I was showing some images, and they saw you, and they were like, oh my
God, I have 1 second? Can I have 1 second? Lady Shy.
I was going to breeze over that.
Me old? Hold on. Were you calling me old? Sheddeth thine black ass mouth, woman. Sheddeth thine black mouth. Watch it, thine stuff. Do not play it with me. Go ahead, my brother. I'm sorry.
No, that was it. When I start to give up, I have to do a self-evaluation on myself.
Exactly.
Usually I think about my why, and that usually helps motivate me to go hard again.
So in case nobody knows, we have Lady Shy in the building. She has Cute LLC. Cute LLC is community unified through exercise. So she helps you get some of the fat off your back and get some of the swole off your ass. And so that's one of the things she does, and she does that through working out, through dance and routine, and what is it called, repetition. So she actually helps you, and she's helped me and helped motivate me get down into this. Is well, last time y'all saw me at the beginning of the year, I think I was in a 5X. This is a 3. And you see,
go ahead, bro.
And you better do that.
And believe it or not, part of that is because of the work that I do with Lady Shy. So, and it's not even just about losing weight with Lady Shy. She actually helps bring positive vibes into your life. So this is a perfect show for her, because she has made a significant contribution in me and Mrs. Grizz's life, and just being a positive, motivating person, where it's not even just about, coming to class. She'll call or check on you, make sure you're okay. She may, if you need her to, she'll do a virtual class. If you just need somebody to just talk to, she'll do that for you. So in all honesty, there have been times where me and her have had those conversations, and I'm so blessed and thankful that she did not give up, because believe it or not, a lot of the motive, I don't like working out. I ain't gonna lie to you. I can't stand lifting one damn weight unless it's got a donut at the end of it. But Lady Shy has motivated me not to do that. So I have to lift other kinds of weights. But she's actually really helped me aspire to my goals and getting to that next level of who I am. And each person on this podcast has actually done that for me, where I've had these different conversations with JB over the years, with Bass, with Vicissitude. Me and Jay have chopped it up, me and Van. So everybody has poured into me in different kinds of ways. And I truly have a true deep appreciation for every last one of you guys. And, you know, and like I said, Lady Shy, she's one of my closest and dearest friends. And believe it or not, I would have probably been one of them people that y'all was looking at on Lifetime. Had Lady Shy not come around, I'd have been on my 600-pound life, because chocolate still tastes like chocolate. So I don't give a who you are. Peanut butter cups taste like peanut butter cups every day. So I had to literally figure out the best way to pull myself away from it. And Lady Shy was one of the people that motivated me to see myself in a better light and not see myself through what I ate, but who I was. You know, because in case you did not know, eating is an addiction. And it might be the most tasty addiction you'll ever have. You know, but you also have to moderate it, watch it, and take care of yourself. And that's one of the things that Lady Shy has done for me. She has actually helped me look at eating and food in a different way, you know, along with Mrs. Grizz. You know, they have helped push me into becoming this next version. I mean, hell, to the point to where me and brother Vicissitude, we're gonna be having a photo shoot very soon. So he didn't got me out here acting prissy and shit. You know what I mean? I'm thinking I'm
my goodness.
model and some shit. But nah,
You need an assistant?
I would love an assistant, Jay, because I'm I have no idea what I'm doing. But we got Miss Shauna in the building. What is Miss Shauna saying?
I have never met her, but I've even had a couple combos with Lady Shy where she has helped me with things, and I thank her for that.
Yeah, Lady Shy. If y'all don't understand, that is the sophisticated grizzly angel. Now, don't get me wrong, Shy got some shit with her because she calling me old, but you know, we still love her. You know, we love her to death.
Still ain't been to the corner to knock on my door and say hi, because we live around the corner from each other.
I mean, she won't even come down just down the street. She acts like she do good to walk down the street.
I know.
Like
I can see that. I can see that.
She upping.
That's why I can't go to the classes, because she gonna get too excited about that spandex, so I can't do that.
Don't you wear that shit? Don't you wear that shit? You better not bring your ass in there with
That's
no
how I
goddamn
run.
stand. Do you even understand the jokes that's
Child
coming out of that from me?
The whole thing.
What? What'd you say, Jerry?
You come to Shy's class in a mankini.
No, I ain't doing a speedo. No. I have to go do that. It's going to wear my compression tights. Be running. Yeah,
Hey, JB.
exactly. But I ain't gonna wear no damn bikini.
JB with leg warmers.
Oh my god!
Wow.
Boy, you put
No,
some goddamn leg warmer.
I ain't gonna wear no leg warmers. That's a little bit much.
Shit.
That's a little
Getting
bit
Jay
much.
Fonda on now. Okay.
Yeah, right. Like,
Who used to wear shit like that?
On the floor.
Look, I'm about to age myself, but do y'all remember Speed Reader?
Wow.
You remember Speed Reader? He used to wear the damn armbands. He used to be reading fast and do this type of shit, and had the leg warmers on this shit. Bro, don't you cut? Matter of fact, don't wear no leg warmers, and don't you wear them long ass socks with the big thick stripes.
Tube socks.
Okay. The crew socks, maybe.
You gonna wear the cruise?
Yeah,
bro?
the cruise with some nice, some OG, Jordan ones. I don't know, bro.
She's still coming.
Or some Blazers.
She's still coming for me. Look at this shit.
No, you
What's
say
going on?
you look at Prissy Grizzly.
What's going on?
Hey, JB.
Yeah.
Say that shit 10 times.
Prissy Grizzly. You're gonna slip up and say some other shit. And then we're gonna have a different conversation. Don't you call me that.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
I don't wear Depends. What you talking about?
Oh my goodness.
Wow. I can see him showing up with some red bottom leg warmers on though.
Oh my
Bruh.
Van, but I was thinking the same thing.
Hey, Van Gogh.
I wouldn't do leg warmers. I'd have red bottom sneakers out. Hell yeah.
Hey, Van Gogh. Thank
Hold
you.
up, don't tell me you got a pair of red bottom sneakers, bro.
Not yet, but I did order. I did order these. I'll put it in the private chat. But I did order these.
You got some red bottom Air Max ones.
Oh, if I could find some red bottom Air Force Ones.
Hey Van,
Want me
those
make
are
you
Air
some?
Force Ones. Those are the original Scottie Pippins.
Yep.
Hey, yep.
Yep. The bottom.
You see what she said? She said, "Please wear the spandex and leopard print."
I don't have that. I could order that, but see now we're just getting into some Deuce Bigelow stuff right there.
Right,
You
I
gotta
know.
give me a request. Yeah. That's a request. It's starting to turn to a different type of class.
Yeah, that's a whole different type of damn class. I'm
Trying to get me to do
gonna
flash
think I'm not
dance.
showing up for that one. Goddamn.
Look, alpaca fur headband.
Oh my goodness.
Oh yes,
I can't.
Yes,
I can't. I cannot. I cannot.
I do rock some headbands when jogging. Listen,
Hey
listen.
John, I promise you, if you wear some tube socks, I will wear some tube socks. You wear some reds, I'll wear some blues.
Okay.
I will wear some tube socks this week. I will wear it, and I will put them bitches all the way up to my knee. I will
I
do.
just want y'all to know y'all don't fuck my dinner up. Thank you.
You weren't going to eat any damn
Oh,
way.
no cruise socks and flip flops. I thank you, Shauna.
No, I don't like flip flops.
That's
I
when
don't
you
like
gave up
flip
on life.
flops.
Hold up, I was gonna pull up with my Arcabadu on.
Oh jeez.
Oh wow.
I'm not wearing no
Flip.
flip flops, man. Looking like you got on a big toe sock.
Right.
Yeah, it's like you got on
You got
toe
one
cons
toe.
and shit. I'm not gonna
Yeah,
wear
that's
no
what-
toe
yeah.
cons.
Between that,
Can I wear my toe socks? What about toe socks? Can I do those?
You can. You can wear your toe
Yeah,
socks.
and the fact you have the caucasity of people wearing socks with crew socks with Jesus sandals kills me. You can't do that, man.
Since Shy
That's
wanna,
too much.
Since Shy want to keep messing with me, I'm about to mess with Shy. So one day, this is a little quick story time. One day,
Oh shit.
we were walking around Centennial Park. It was me, Lady Shy, and our homeboy Frankie. As we were walking around Centennial Park, we met this guy who literally looked like a serial killer in training. He had on a pair of those shoes, those shoes that had the toes in it, the toe shoes. And so
Okay.
Lady Shy wants to talk to everybody, want to be friendly to everybody, but me and Frankie, we both standing off to the side, kind of looking at homeboy sideways, like, I don't know about this, Shy. So she said something to him about the shoes. He kind of like dismissed it a little bit, so we started walking. Next thing you know, he walks back up behind us and taps Lady Shy on the back, and he says it exactly like this: "Would you like to try them on?" I'm like, no, the fuck she don't.
That ain't
Creepy mother, man. Look, you about to get your ass whipped. Me and Frankie is not small men. Yeah, man. Here's the thing: Shy ain't talked to another motherfucker up in that damn park.
I ain't talking no more to nobody, damn it.
Boy. I was like, boy, if me and Frankie wasn't here, he'd have dragged your ass in them woods.
There you go, Grizz. I sent you some in Messenger.
They're not used. They're not used. They're just pre-warmed.
Yeah, like, would you like to try them on? Like, nobody want to try on your sweaty ass shoes. You've been walking around the park in nasty ass, bro. Filthy. Anyway, I'm gonna go.
It was
with this
Buffalo
next
Bill.
video.
She ran into Buffalo Bill.
No, that was Buffalo Phil, because he had one of those damn horseshoe joints.
Lucius the Skid.
No, the first game of the season, we play in Buffalo.
Oh shit!
I'm ready for that. Ooh, I want that. I want that game.
Yeah,
I want
it's
that
Raiders
game.
Buffalo, first game of the season. That's our first game.
I'm ready for that.
Snap.
Well, let me
Is that
play this next
preseason
video.
or regular season?
That's regular season. That's
Regular
the first game.
Okay.
Look at Josh. Don't hide your face. You know you did that shit.
We don't have the first game. I forgot. I think the Chiefs got the first game.
Oh, the Monday night game?
The Thursday night.
The Thursday night. Okay. Well, let me play this next video, everybody, and we're gonna hop up off of here. But I do want to get you guys' opinion on this one right here. So let's get it.
I need you to get yourself back together. Listen to me. I need you to get yourself back together. I don't care what he did, she did, they did. Get yourself back together. You out here letting broken people break you, man. You out here letting broken people break you. You have been in bondage for way too long. Now it's time to remove those shackles. Get your power back. Affirm yourself. You were built to last, not to be last. And that's coming from the big speaker. Big dog. Yeah, that's real.
You were built to last, not be last.
Thanks. I'm built for tough.
You goddamn right. You were built to last, not to be last. Stop letting broken people break you. Stop letting a broken motherfucker break you, man. That right there. When I heard that one, that was the she sure the hell did. She said on my friend. He scared shit out of her, boy. But yeah, we got to stop. We can't keep letting broken people break us. And I think the thing is, we got to recognize the signs of a broken person. When they have to have us affirm them all the damn time, that means that something in them is not quite right. And we may have to find a way to move in a whole different direction than that person. Because, look, I'm trying to make sure I pick up the pieces to whatever just happened to me so I can continue to heal and become the best version of myself. I cannot keep dealing with this broken motherfucker. You know what I mean? So yeah, we can't keep letting broken people break us, and like we can't keep allowing people in our lives that are only supposed to be there for a season, and we're trying to keep them there for the long haul. Let that season end. I know we get sad when football season ends, but damn it, you gotta let it end. Some people get mad when basketball season ends, but damn it, it gotta end. You know, baseball season, I don't know how too many people get mad about it, but I mean, some people do. Some people get mad about baseball season ending, you know. So
shit about baseball.
But you gotta let it end. You gotta let it end. I just found out how much baseball players make. I'm a little upset.
Yeah,
they the other kind of rich.
Then basketball. Well,
yeah.
Then soccer.
Yeah. And
then
I think football last. Yeah, football's last. The most violent sport get paid the least amount of money.
By the way,
what, hockey?
Sport?
No, hockey is up there before hockey and soccer. I think are around the same. But just so y'all know, the first game of this season will be Eagles Cowboys on Thursday.
Why do we even care about that game?
Friday night game. The Kansas City Chiefs played the Los Angeles Chargers on Friday, September 5th.
Okay.
That sounds like trash so far.
And then the Buffalo Bills and the Ravens play Sunday, September 7th. Our first game is a night game.
I'm ready.
It's on.
Yeah.
I'm rubbing my hands.
I want to go to a football game.
You ain't never been to a game?
No.
Oh, Jay, we got to get you to a Raven game.
In November. That way you can enjoy it.
It's hype.
Say it again.
Go to a game for November because you're it'll be more enjoyable unless you want to be dealing with the weather because you want that whole football experience.
No, I don't want to be hot and I don't want to be cold neither.
Yeah. Matter of fact, Jay, start off with a preseason game because they be hype.
Hey, you know what? Hey, Grizz, you know what would be nice?
What's up?
We all get together and go see a football game.
I'm down for it. If we
Yay!
Hey, look.
We doing this again, huh? Who's not going to show up this time? We doing this again, huh?
Ain't nobody showing up, damn it. Because ain't nobody coming.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, we going to do this now. We going to make plans and some people don't show up. I'm just saying.
So watch his ass.
That's none of my business.
All this shit and watch his ass don't show up.
Listen, I don't not show up to shit. That's bullshit. Where's that bullshit video? I need the baby now. Bullshit. I need her. I need him.
You need the baby? I need
the baby now.
Shut the fuck up.
Shut all the.
No, fuck her. Fuck y'all. Fuck that. Okay.
Hey, John.
I survived the fucking Green Door, damn it. I damn sure ain't gonna miss no football game.
Hey, John.
Especially they ate the shitty pigeons. Go ahead.
Hey, John.
Yeah,
What did Eddie Murphy say? Fuck you, fuck you, fuck you. Who's next?
Yep, that's it.
But you still, John, you
That's
still
the
got
mood
2
I'm in.
levels to go.
That's
You
if I'm
still got
alive.
2
Am I
levels to
alive?
go.
Well, you know what? Honestly, I could go to Cadillac Jackson and get arrested at this point. Like shit.
Hey, John.
We're not doing none of
John,
that shit.
you've been with a couple of negative women, but there's out there in this world
A couple.
Well, what I'm trying to say is you've been with, and we've all been through it. And Grizz and JB are 2 prime examples. We as men, we've all been through our share of negative women, but out there, there's a positive woman out there waiting for you, brother.
My ears hurt. Like I said, that I'm not mad about no damn woman. I am not angry about no woman. No. This goes beyond that. But that's a whole nother. Like we'll have a whole separate episode. We're not doing that. But it ain't because of no damn hoe. Remember, you just gotta show the hoe facts. No, it's not. No.
I didn't say anything. I didn't say anything about a hoe.
I've come to the conclusion in my life that I am not cut out for any woman in this world. That's just what it is.
Hey, wait a minute. Hey, yo, you need to explain that better. Hold up.
What? You need me to explain that?
Yeah, explain it a little bit.
I have come to the conclusion. I have come to the conclusion.
Need some explaining behind that shit.
Y'all know what I mean. I have come to the conclusion
Go ahead.
that there is not any woman for me in this world. They're just not. And no, that does not mean y'all on the other sides of that triangle have a shot with me. Okay, because I don't go on that side of the triangle, respectfully. But I just don't think there's any woman that can hack it when it comes to being around me. I just don't. Between the magazine, between the travel, between the IT work, between being a Capricorn, between being a psychopath, because I mean I am, between having to curse people out on a daily basis, it takes a special type of being. It's not even, I don't even know if that's human anymore. To honestly stand by me the entire time and not be like, you know what? You don't have enough room in your heart for me. You know, or you know what? I doubt your abilities. So I'm not saying I'm not going to rule it out completely, but I just don't think that exists.
You just ran down your laundry list, and I'm gonna do a real quick. I'm gonna do a real quick rundown. Just a real quick rundown. I heard your laundry list that you just said. I heard everything you just said, and I still found one. All of that shit that you're doing, I got the same amount of shit on my plate, and I still found one that was a ride or die.
Even Forrest found Jenny.
Right? Really?
Jenny was the worst villain in fucking cinema history. That was the worst that was the worst bitch I ever seen in my life. Just matter of fact,
I have been with Jenny. I have been with Jenny. Fuck that bitch. In a real universe, in real life, that bitch would have died. Okay, bro. I would have drowned her in that fucking fountain that was sitting behind me at the fucking bench. I dragged her ass over here. You had me sitting here for a whole 2-hour, 3-hour type of film, talking, worried about you. Like, fuck you. Fuck. That's why I don't. That's why I posted. If you remember, Grizz, months ago, don't trust any woman named Jennifer.
Oh shit!
I look
what
at it
you just say?
The two.
You know what I said? But that is like I said. First of all, Jay, I said don't trust any woman named Jennifer. Okay,
that is me.
No, it's not, because you's a man's in them.
So
wow,
that's my guy.
Like the worst villains to ever be on film, in my opinion, is 3 of them. That would be Jenny from Forrest Gump, Florida Evans from Good Times, and the goddamn what's in there, Adrian from Rocky.
Yes,
that bitch, the most unsupportive heifers in cinema history.
Angers the fuck out of me. I got a personal beef with her. Okay, out the womb. All right, that bitch ass Italian hoe talking about she want to latch on. She doubted Rocky, doubted that he could make it everywhere. That's right. Every fight, you can't do this and that. She only doubted him one time. I mean, was with him one time, and that's when she was in the hospital. She about to be on a deathbed, and she's like, "I need my hospital bills paid." So I'm going to say, "I need you to win, Rocky, bitch." And then what did you do when Clubber came through? What did you do when Clubber came through? You saw a black man said, I kind of want some of that BBC. I don't know, like just the tea kind of. Oh shit! Not my man. I'm about to turn Rocky into a cook. And then we get to that, and then you said, and then we get to the robot phase where she looked at the robot and shit, and she's almost, and then you saw my man's and them, go down, and I was like, you can't win, you can't beat the Russian. Why don't you just defect the Russia then, bitch? As a matter of fact, you want to come afterwards and use my money to fly over there while I'm working out to avenge my friend's death. But really?
Cinema villain in history. I believe, in my opinion, she is worse than Darth Vader.
That's why the best Rocky movie was Rocky
Florida?
5. Because she's not there. Yeah, explain Florida. Explain Florida.
Easy. Florida Evans
explain her.
was kept everybody down in the damn house. Every time somebody tried to come up, when they had the Black Jesus painting, this is the only one I recognize. Whenever they had when James found the money, oh James, you gotta put it back. It's just wrong. Bitch, we broke.
Right.
We broke.
Right.
What's wrong with you?
You out here trying to be all good Samaritan.
So she kept him broke damn near to the point to where James had to take a goddamn job in Alaska just to be able to take care of them. Right. And what happened? He died. And all he got was a damn. No, I'm like, I hate that shit.
Right. That's all she did.
Because there's no more damn money.
Facts.
And there it is.
I get it.
And that's why I don't travel to Florida. Fuck Florida. Fuck Florida.
You know we're going. This is going to be some unpopular
and
shit.
Fuck Flow Rider. Okay.
Anyway,
what Flow Rider had to do with it?
Dang. He exists and decided to call himself Florida. Dumb bitch.
Florida Rider.
So original. You dumb fuck.
I already know what we about to do. We about to
Florida.
Oh shit. We about to turn this. What's that, bro?
I knew. I just don't like it.
He actually is named Florida. It's Flow Rider. If you put them together, you get Florida.
Real name is his
not
real
his
name.
Real name, but I'm saying Flow Rider. Florida is separated.
Yeah. So now he just became Whacker to me.
Because he is.
Whack as fuck already, but
fucking overrated ass rapping bitch. Like, oh my god.
I was never ever a fan of any of his goddamn music. I'd rather listen to Pitbull.
Don't disrespect Pitbull like that.
I like Pitbull.
John, ain't nobody talking about your cousin. Ain't nobody talking about your cousin. It's okay.
He ain't my cousin. He ain't my cousin. He just got good shit. Okay. Listen,
I know.
Listen,
look, I already know. I know Pitbull's last name is Vicissitude. So come on.
Don't feed into Rich's bullshit. Okay. Fuck Rich and his bullshit with his Sam's looking ass. Okay. Don't feed into his shit.
It kills your brain cells, son. It kills your brain cells.
Yeah. Just because Pitbull got great taste in wardrobe, don't fucking mean that it's me, okay?
Look, I got a pair of white jeans in the room right there, so I don't give a fuck what nobody think about it. I'm wearing them bitches.
I know. Listen,
it's summertime wear.
You can't go to a white party unless you got white linen or white jeans on.
Right? You damn. Come on now. And it better.
And you know what? Everybody should show up to the studio on a Monday with white jeans on just to fuck with them.
I don't have any white jeans.
No. Oh, you mean all of us?
Yeah. Yes, all of us.
Just don't tell them we're having a white party. Like what's going on?
Right. Fuck with them really bad.
Hey, John, you said all of that, and Van is worried about the poor etiquette of it all. How dare you not tell him?
No, he doesn't need to know. What the fuck he needs to know for? No, he may walk in and think other things.
Everybody when there's a white party.
Anyway, you know
You
what?
said what?
What's go ahead. Go ahead. Jay.
What you say, Jerry?
I say, Van is worried about protocol. He's like, we in the Amish community tell people when we're wearing all white. It's the Amish thing to do. Come here, Zig. Help me raise this barn.
He's not part of the barn raising. He's too fucking lazy. So no.
Yeah, but I'm about to bring you to this single screen because we done already went off every damn rail there is possible. So let's get you up here so you can let everybody know where they can find you every single Monday night. And I'll be there this Monday.
All right. Every single Monday night, you can find me, Scott T, Mr. Vicissitude, my boy Van Gogh, and Slut Game CEO Richie Rich is in the building on the Grown Man Click podcast. That's 8:05 on either Facebook or YouTube. You can come in, check us out. Jay will be there, Grizz will be there. Sometimes Bass will come in with a few words of wisdom. Just come in, check out our Monday shows, and come start your week with a bang. That's the Grown Man Click with me, Scott T, Richie Rich, the Slut Gang CEO, and Van Gogh with guests like John, Sophisticated Grizzly, Jay Nicole. Peace. Thanks, Grizz.
Of course, Miss J. The ash is in full effect.
Yes.
Pollen in the air, and damn it, motherfuckers is walking around with dry green skin. So please help these men. So.
The fuck?
Wait, what's that? That's not me. Oh wow.
That's Van's.
That's Van.
That would be Van. Yes. You know what? I don't know why I brought that up. This would be.
Yes, I do.
There we go.
I know why you brought that up. You thought that was her body.
Yeah, no. We don't look like that not no more. Mm-mm. We got those squish because I like to eat.
Yeah, you like to eat. My man's in them.
Listen, I'm smashing some steak, potatoes, and salad right now, and I got a Cinnabon to follow up behind it. Yeah. But yes, listen, I don't care no more. Shut up. So yes, you come get your luxurious body butter needs. We're gonna hit you with this right here. How we flip this? I don't know how. We're just gonna do it like this.
Yep.
Make sure you get that. You get that. You see it. You see it. The butters, the scrubs, the shower gel, complimentary air freshener. We got 2 going. We ain't got so many more left. Come get it. Come get it. Come enjoy. Come enjoy.
This is 100 tonight because you don't sound like you're Charlie Brown's teacher.
Because I have these on. I have my wired earbuds on today.
But it's not. What you say, Jay?
That's what happens when you be dealing with them Apple products.
Mr. Vicissitude.
I don't have nothing Apple. I'm Android everything.
Bam.
Except those ear pods.
They were given to me.
Well, they ain't going to trash. Probably given to one of the many simps that pay for your OnlyFans that you don't go on. So anyway.
I don't have OnlyFans.
Anyway, vicissitudemagazine.com, redmidnightmag.com. Midnight Disruption, 11:59 p.m. every Tuesday night. Still haven't decided what I want to do Tuesday, so we'll just leave it at that for now.
All right. So, Brother Van, anything that you got going on, or any words of wisdom you want to have for the folks out here in Grizzly Land?
A couple of things for everybody in the podcast. Just I know the next, I guess, 3.5 years are going to be a pretty much rough ride. Just hang in there. It can only last for so long. Other than that, there's a couple of things that I still got going on. Still trying to have this fashion show, September, October time frame. Looking at another venue, just to have some options out there. I will be at a metal festival in Frederick in July, selling some things. I'll be a vendor out there. So yeah, I got a couple little things going on. Not a whole lot, but it's all good. Just stay tuned and we'll see what happens.
There it is. There it is. And Brother Bass, words of wisdom for Mr. Bass Ghost.
Wow. Just because you run across a couple of bad apples don't mean it's over. There's somebody out there for you. You just have to believe.
Eat another bad apple. Got you.
That's it.
John, you might want to keep your lips to your goddamn self. You wouldn't keep eating bad apples.
Listen, ain't nothing on these lips. Okay. Thankfully. Okay.
That goatee grew somehow.
I don't know how it's still here.
Yeah, you got that ultra sheen in there. That's that ultra perm.
I mean, it is glistening. It is glistening.
Yeah. You know, we know you got a little bit of butter pecan in that damn mustache right now.
Oh my goodness.
Little butter pecan.
That's residuals. That's residuals right now. That ain't nowhere near. That electric's still off. Okay. So
got a little crotch gravy on your chin.
That's nasty.
Man, I wish. Shit.
Crotch gravy is wild.
I wish.
Anyway, man, look,
Yeah,
I want to thank everybody
take
for
your
coming
dinner.
over here, man.
Thank you.
Yeah, I want to thank everybody for coming into the Sophisticated Grizzly tonight. Everybody, make sure that you like, share, subscribe to the content because it helps the channel to grow. And if you hit the bell icon, it will notify you every single time that I upload a video. And before I say my last line, if you ever wanted to, especially in this country with everything that we're going through and everything that we're dealing with all of the administration, this right here might warm your heart, knowing that over in South Africa, the roles of whites and blacks are reversed. The white people live in the ghetto. So have that warm thought on your heart before we leave here tonight. And if you like what we had to say, please make sure you like, share, and subscribe. Show us some love. If you don't like what we had to say, you got a problem with what we had to say, here's what we got to say to you. Shut your mouth. Shut your black ass mouth. And over in Africa, the white people live in the ghetto. Here we go.
Sophisticated grizzly, mostly passion, caution, dedication, caution, fragrance, summer leader, caution, deal is Teddy, it's time, caution, deal is Teddy. Grizzly, sex appealed in caution, passion, caution, dedication,